Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bubby Brister and Friends Fantasy Football Podcast presented by Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Nick pulled a hamstring over the weekend while celebrating a Mike Evans touchdown catch, so I'm joined by... Guess who's back again. Shady's back. I'm joined by Denver Broncos Super Bowl winning quarterback Bubby Brister.
Hey, Willie, you got keep it down, Barney. I'm in the guest shitter. Barney finds out I'm doing a podcast and I got all these revenue streams. Boy, she gonna shit a brick, a solid gold brick. All right, so we gonna keep it down while I'm hiding in my bathroom.
Oh, so I shouldn't have played the music? That was a little too loud?
A little bit, but come on, man, it's football. Let's talk, baby. Let's talk.
All right, yeah. So you ready to dive into some topics?
Man, you call me Greg Louganis. I'm ready to dive right in.
All right.
Let's get wet.
I hear it's your birthday today. I mean, nobody should look that up, but it's Bubby. Happy birthday, Bubby.
Sorry, Bubby got a little cough. Yeah. I'm celebrating some annuals today. Sure. Nothing big. Nothing to write home about, but another year older. Another dollar in the bank.
All right.
Oh, sorry, man. I got to pinch that one out real quick.
How long you got in there before Bonnie starts knocking on the door, do you think?
Well, I figure I probably got 30, maybe 40 minutes.
Okay.
She's having a joint, a 31 bag party, and also a Yankee custom candle party. And boy, when them women get yakking about custom candles, they go all night.
Oh yeah, you got to give me one of these candles, Bubby.
You know what? You look like a vanilla cinnamon spice kind of guy. I'm a Christmas candle, maybe some evergreen mixed in. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I tell you what, it's better than them goop candles that Gwyneth Paltrow spells.
Yeah.
She makes them smell like her gooch.
There will be no Gwyneth Paltrow slander on this podcast, Bubby.
Oh, I ain't slander or nothing. But I mean, do you want candle that smells like my crotch? I don't think so.
Straight from the Broncos locker room.
Get the little bronc crotch.
I've heard stories of Elway hanging out in saunas in the Denver area.
Oh, you mean the bathhouses? We don't call them saunas,
true.
baby. We call them they're bathhouses, straight up.
I've heard that on podcasts before.
I mean, they don't call him the rake for nothing. It's just because of his teeth now, you know what I mean?
Oh man, he's a real racehorse.
Hey.
All right, so topic number 1. Tyler Bagent became the first Bears rookie quarterback to win a start since 2004. Can you name the last Bears rookie starting quarterback to win a start?
Jim McMahon.
Nope. This is 2004.
2004? Jay Cutler?
No, but when I found this out, he was my first thought. Then I remember he spent like 3 years with Denver before going to the Bears.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Right.
How forgettable was that?
I think I was broadcasting them games, too. That's embarrassing. Well,
so the Bears' 2004 season was a real mess. They played 4 starting quarterbacks. Rex Grossman made 3 starts. He was the 2003 first-round draft pick. Someone named Jonathan Quinn made 3 starts.
Yeah, he's related to the medicine woman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
second cousin.
Former baseball player Chad Hutchinson made 5 starts.
Hutch.
And then there's the 4th quarterback, the rookie who started this question, 5th-round draft choice Craig Krenzel.
What's he doing nowadays?
I don't know.
He's selling used cars. He's selling used cars for sure.
How bad was the 2004 Bears season where they had to play 4 starting quarterbacks?
Well, how bad has every Bears season been since then? I mean, potato.
It's funny hearing Bears fan get excited about this Bagent guy because it's just like you're going to break your hearts again.
Now, I was listening to Tony Kornheiser's podcast. It's one of my faves. And Michael Wilbon that boy needed knee pads. He was sucking so much dick on Beijing today. Now, what they got wrong was they said, he's from Shepherd College. Now, I'll have you know that's Shepherd University in West Virginia, West Virginia. And his daddy and his daddy's daddy, international arm wrestling champions. So, boy can throw a ball. I bet you he could pop a ball just holding it in his hand.
Would you say he's over the top?
I mean, he turns his hat backwards. It's like turning on a switch.
Craig Krenzel in 5 starts in 2004 had a 46.5 completion percentage.
I think my dog threw better than that, boy.
I really enjoyed looking up this 2004 Bears season. I think it was Lovie Smith was definitely the head coach. I think it was his first season. Topic number 2, combining for nearly 700 yards, Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert faced off this week in our fantasy league and in real life. Patrick Mahomes at 300.4 yards per game and Justin Herbert at 285.6 yards per game entered Sunday as the most prolific quarterbacks in NFL history on a passing yards per game basis. Can you name who's third?
I'm going to say this is a duo.
Nope, it's just one guy. He's the third all-time yards per game passing leader. He went to Purdue.
Oh, that's Drew Brees?
Drew Brees, yeah, 280.
There you go. Old Breezy. Easy breezy.
Yep, good one. So topic number 3, Darren Waller and Saquon Barkley both scored touchdowns in the second quarter of the Giants' 14-7 victory over Washington, snapping a 3-game streak without an offensive touchdown. But what else made these 2 second-quarter touchdowns notable?
That the Giants actually scored them? I don't know.
Pretty much. They were the first touchdowns before halftime in a game this season for the Giants.
Oh, that's right. That was the first half touchdowns. Yeah.
Is Tyrod Taylor better than Daniel Jones?
I mean, I tell you what, on a touchdown like per capita basis, hell yeah, $40 million for nothing. And what they paid Tyrod Taylor, they gave him like a set of dishware and a couple sponges.
They promised not to stab him in the lung.
I'm aspirating. He can aspirate and still throw 2 touchdowns.
He looked good. He wasn't bad when he started. He's bounced around the league too much for kind of how good he is. Someone should have locked him up at least as a long-term backup.
It's ageism is what it is.
Yeah, probably.
It's ageism.
You went through that at the end of your career when they passed you over for Brian Greasy.
Now, I thought we said we weren't going to talk about that anymore. All right? Now, I ain't going to come on this fucking podcast and get blasphemed and slandered like this anymore. All right? You bring up Greasy Chicken Fingers one more time. I mean,
I'm sorry, bro.
Hell, I'm going to start drinking again. I'm going to put the Pro-Z CBD oil down and pick up the good stuff.
All right. We'll just move on to topic number 4.
Kindly.
Desmond Ridder leads the league with 11 turnovers this season. Who is second with 10?
Second with 10? I don't know, but Desmond, get rid of her for real, Atlanta. Wake up, Artie Smith. You need to FedEx yourself a new quarterback. Second. Sam Howell?
No. It's not a bad guess. He really only had...
Kenny Pickens?
Nope.
Another solid guess.
Yeah. This is a trick question. It's Jalen Hurts.
Ooh. Hurts so good.
Hurts so good. You a big John Mellencamp fan?
No, I'm a big John Cougar fan, though. I'm get down with that Mellencamp shit.
There is a difference.
He's a Coug. They call him a Coug.
He's from Indiana like Drew Brees went to Purdue.
A lot of good things and a lot of bad things started in the state of Indiana. I'm not going to name the names or put them on the list or nothing, but that's 2 good things that came out of Indiana. There's one real bad thing come out of Indiana, too. We'll just leave that one.
That segues us into our next question. A baby was born at Lucas Stadium during the Browns-Colts game.
Yes, sir.
By 2022 Browns third-round draft choice David Bell, a wide receiver out of Purdue and high school at Warren Central High School in Indianapolis had almost 300 friends and family in attendance for the game, and one of his acquaintances was crossing the street into the stadium when she went into labor. Was it a boy or a girl?
Well, now, I heard it wasn't actually a child. I heard she just had to take a big shit is what it was. She's a big girl, just had to take a big old dumper. Well, if I had to guess the gender of that big old dumper, I'm going to say that was baby girl.
It was baby girl born 4 days early.
Hey, no lie, that was 50-50 guess. I took a shot in the dark.
Is that normal for someone to go to a football game like 4 days, before being due?
Now, I would say no. I would let Bonnie come within 100 yards of a football stadium, a football game when she was due child. Primarily because she got around a little bit before we got together, and I didn't know really who baby Dem were, so I don't want anybody coming out, that's my baby, Bubby, that's not your baby. But, I didn't want to have any controversy, but hell no. All the excitement when I'm slinging the rock, she might drop that thing 3-4 months early.
You got games to worry about. You got Elway's nipping at your heels trying to take your job. You got to keep him at bay.
Like a goddamn Yorkie puppy. Yip, 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 yip.
Got to keep Brian Greasy away.
I told you, man. I'm gonna fry you like a chicken tender.
All right. We'll go on to topic number 6. A.J. Brown recorded his 5th straight game with 125 yards or more, tying 2 other players. Can you name one of the 2? There's no way if you can get the one guy, I'll give you $1,000.
Steve Largent?
Nope. One was in 2012. The other was in 1966.
Oh, well, I'm going to skip 66. In 2012, T.O.?
No.
I give up. I don't know, man. Come on.
He retired early. I'll give you that hint.
Well, who doesn't? I mean, we all think we can go till we're 50. I mean, shit. That doesn't narrow shit down.
Former Detroit Lion wide receiver? Megatron, yeah. The other guy was Pat Studstill. What do you think about the name Studstill?
I don't know. Is he a stud still? I'm a stud still. You ask Bonnie every Saturday night, man, boy. It's like clockwork. I'm in there laying pipe. They call me the plumber around Mandeville. Everybody knows. Don't call Bubby on Saturday. He in there laying pipe.
Yeah, once you got it, it lasts forever.
I hope so. God willing. I mean, my daddy's in there slinging it around till he was in his 80s. I hope to God it will last for me too. Now I remember when I was a boy, I stayed with my grandparents in a town. You might remember it. Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania. You ever hear of that place?
I've been through there, yeah.
All right. So I stayed with my grandparents. I was 16, and I came home late one night, and I heard a muddy racket, and I didn't know what was going on. And lo and behold, old Pup in there, he's in there laying a pipe. And I woke up next morning, and I was like, hey, what's going on? He was like, don't you mind what you hear behind them doors. We in love. I said, I ain't questioning nothing, Pappy. Go get it in your 80s. Go on get it.
Yeah,
it was disgusting. It was disgusting is what it was. You ever heard your grandmother moan in pleasure? Yeah, you ain't never gonna forget that sound, buddy. That's like the banshees of Inisherin. You hear that till days. You hear that on your deathbed.
Oh no, you're living with that still.
It's every day, man. I was like my Vietnam. You know what the worst part is? You know what my grandfather's name was? Dick.
Dick Brister.
Dick Brister. Yeah. I didn't put that together till too late, but yeah, Dick Brister.
I went to Hollidaysburg once for 13 years. I can't get it off me.
No, man, you can't get that taste out your mouth.
All right, last topic here. The last quarterback to play 5 or more seasons for the Vikings was Tommy Kramer, who finished up in 1989. Kirk Cousins is in his 6th year as the Vikings starting quarterback this season. So since 1999, the Vikings have used 3 first-round draft picks at quarterback. Can you name at least one of them since 99 first-round Minnesota Vikings quarterback?
Devontae Culpepper.
Yep, he was in 99. He didn't last 5 years. Isn't that crazy?
In the whole league?
No, as a starter for the Vikings.
Oh. Okay. What was the year of the next pick?
2011. And it must not have went very well because they went back into the draft in 2014.
Oh, boy. Yeah,
One is totally forgettable. One is still in the league as a backup for.
Give me a initials. First initial, last initial.
The 2014 first and last initials have the same initials as one of your heroes, TB Terry Bradshaw.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater. What team's he on now? I know he's on a team. It's the Lions. He's on the Lions, I think.
Is he? I thought he was on Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay Teddy. Teddy
Gloves. Teddy Two Gloves. Yeah, he had that unfortunate knee injury. Let's see if he's on the Lions. I believe he is.
He rolled through Denver, too, didn't he? He was in Denver? Yeah, that's right.
He couldn't carry your jock, Bubby.
I mean, most of the greats can't.
And the other guy is Christian Ponder. We really don't got to talk about him.
Oh, my God. That's right. He existed.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Fresh meat. That's me. I'm 1-6. My season is on the ballot in November, if you know what I mean, Bubby.
I do, man. It's a referendum.
I've lost 4 in a row. I lost to Chicken Salad Sandwich, who has won 2 in a row. He's now 4-2. I lost 116 to 109. I can't catch a break this season, Bubby. I was looking pretty good here, all double digits until you get to my fantasy special teams, which, of course, is the defense, head coach, and kicker. My defense, head coach, and kicker combined for a -7. I went all in on the Rams versus Steelers, and it bit me here. I played the Rams defense, the Rams kicker, and the Rams head coach. Mike Tomlin is a wizard. He should be coach of the year. Mike Tomlin. I don't know. I watched a lot of the Steelers games. They're terrible, and they keep pulling games out. It's amazing.
Well, it might not be the Tomlin's a genius or nothing, but what the kick in the dick was in this game, one, referees making bad calls. Kenny Pickett did not get that first down. They should not have had that last. And I tell you what the Achilles heel, no pun intended, Brett Maher.
I got a note here on him.
That son of a bitch left 7 points hanging out there. What'd they lose by?
What did I lose by?
7 points.
Brett Maher was not good. 1 for 3 from field goals, 0 for 1 from extra points. He got 1 point. One of these field goals was over 50. That would have got me 5 points. He makes that field goal, and one of the other ones, I win. It's over. I'm not 1-6.
He got cut by the Rams today. You know that, right?
And I'm not surprised. Remember, he had the yips at the end of last season with the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, he went 0 for 4 in the game, too.
Yeah.
Not a good day for Brett.
No, Jared Goff got eaten alive. He got 15 points, 284 yards. This game, the Ravens-Lions game, was over before it started. They got punched in the mouth immediately.
I mean you even picked up Henderson.
That was a
good waiver pickup.
Yeah, so last week, because I'm terrible, I had the #1 waiver claim, and I picked up Zach Evans, who was like the last man standing for the Rams, and they obviously looked at him and was like, oh, hell no, and they went and got Royce Freeman and Darrell Henderson off the scrap heap, and I got word of that from Shefty, so I plugged Henderson into my flex spot, and 19 points. That's amazing. I might have a guy here for a couple weeks.
Yeah, but then you're competing in your flex spot with Josh Dabba Downs. You got a little down.
Yeah, I got a note on him.
Dropping 23. Then you got, your opponent, 4 single-digit scores. 2 of them are goose eggs, and you still lost.
Yeah, and he had a losing head coach.
Both of you did.
Yeah.
I tell you, that shit's the devil.
He had a 22-point kicker compared to my 1-point kicker.
D-Hop. Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, I used to grab D-Hop all the time when he was with Washington, basically because he was the only Washington fantasy player worth playing for a few years. Yeah, he's the only kicker in league history with a field goal from at least 50 yards in 5 consecutive games.
Damn.
In one season.
I mean, he ain't no Gary Anderson, but he got a leg on him.
Kupp and Keenan Allen both held in check here for a chicken salad sandwich, and Josh Dobbs picked up the slack. Josh Dobbs is still available in over 65% of ESPN leagues. He had 5 catches on 6 targets. It's his first career game over 100 yards. Touchdowns 2 weeks straight. Why is everyone sleeping on Josh Downs?
Yeah, I mean, Josh Downs sleeper candidate of the year maybe, because he's overshadowed by Pittman and the stupid controversy with Jonathan Taylor.
Josh Allen, 33 points, rushing touchdown in 4 of 7 games for chicken salad sandwich. That's all I have on him. Oh, solid game from both his running backs, Ramondre and A.J. Dillon.
Yeah, but Buffalo Bills, I don't know, man. That's a stink pile up there.
I did get 22 points from the Buffalo Bills running back James Cook and 22 more from Ken Walker. But, yeah, on to the next game. Stealing the Wins versus Smash Hawk. Stealing the Wins, he's having a tough break this year. He has now lost 3 in a row. He's down to 2-5. Smash Hawk is 6-0. 170 to 146. Smash Hawk wins. Smash Hawk can lose the final 6 games of his season and still make the playoffs at 6-6. 7 teams make the playoffs.
I think he might have had a waiver wire pickup of all time with Devontae Foreman there. Coming off the bench, throwing 38 up on 3 total touchdowns, 89 yards rushing. I don't even know how many balls he caught. But, I mean, 38 points, that's a lot for a flex spot.
Yeah, especially like he pulled him out of his ass. He had Jamar Chase and Brees Hall on bye weeks, and he plugged Foreman in there. He didn't miss him. He's probably better off. That's amazing. 3 touchdowns for Foreman.
And boy, the balls on Smash Hawk for starting the Washington defense, too. I know it's New York Giants and all, but, man, come on, boy. You're playing with fire over there.
He got another waiver wire steal in Rashee Rice. He's about to blow up. Touchdowns in 2 of his last 3 games. He's doing what Sky Moore couldn't do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't understand how he's Rashid. I keep calling him Rashid. He dropped the D. He dropped the D in his real life like he drops the D on the field.
This was Josh Jacobs' worst game of the season, only 8 points,
Oof.
Only 35 yards rushing against the Bears.
Well, I mean, what can you say? He plays for Vegas, so you got to expect that's coming at some point.
Yeah, they might need to fire their coach, too.
It's odd looking down at that score sheet and seeing R. Rice.
Yeah.
Every time I look at it, I'm like, huh? Are you sure?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's not playing anymore.
That is a tough loss for Steal the Winds, old Art down there in Florida. He put, what's he got? Baker Mayfield, 23. McCaffrey, 28. He's got double digit. Najee Harris probably had his best year of best game of the whole season.
Yep.
ASB putting up 23.
Yep, the Sun God. 13 catches because Goff had to throw it 53 times.
Jeez Louise. Boy, that was a turnaround game for them.
Darren Waller, the Commanders made him look great. 7 catches for 98 yards, 2 touchdowns. His best game of the season by far, 22 points.
I just thought of a great team name, the Darren Waller Flowers.
Who's the Wallflowers? Is that Jacob Dillon?
Yeah, that's Bob's son.
Yeah. You know Bob?
Not personally. I know Jake, though. One headlight. One headlight.
Zay Flowers. Yeah, he's at it again. He's going to pop off soon. He got 11 points in this one. Double digits in every game except for 1, but never more than 17.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say. You lost to Devontae Foreman and Derek Carr, unfortunately.
And Stealing the Wins has had terrible injury luck this year, and Chris Godwin came out of this one with a neck injury, so he might lose another player on top of the Devin A-Chain, Khalil Herbert, Aaron Rodgers he's already lost.
Yeah, you're not lying. Baker Mayfield, he's got a Q tag too.
Yep. On to the next one, Sweetness 34 versus Buck What You Think. Nick is 2-4. He snapped a 4-game losing streak. He won 113 to 104. Sweetness 34 is down with me in the toilet at 1-6. He's having a rough season. He got screwed here. He played Bijan Robinson.
Oh man, yeah.
Arthur Smith should be suspended for this. 1 carry for 3 yards, was reportedly not feeling well during the game. That's fine, but you have to announce that he's at least questionable pregame. That way, fantasy players and bettors can know, like, hey, we might see Bijan, we might not. In this day and age, you gotta give up that information.
Now, the word on the street that I heard was that he was not told that Bijan was not feeling well before the game. He just got out there and was like, hey, I don't got it today, you know.
Yeah, DraftKings is reportedly refunding all Bijan bets this week. So that's classic.
Oh my, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Bonnie bet big on Bijan. That's a lot of bees.
Oh man.
What I was surprised about, Buck, what you think? I mean, God save you for starting Kenny Pickett. You're a brave man.
He announced that on last week's episode that he was going to do that. I literally laughed out loud.
Oh boy! I mean, I know it's a bye week and all. I just left that shit empty. But so what you got? You got 5 out of the tight end spot. You got 1 out of Calvin Ridley. 7 out of Mattinson in the running back spot, and you drew a -10 on your head coach. Like, I mean, he's throwing points away, and he's still won. Still.
Yeah.
Bijan sitting out saved that boy's life.
Yeah, and Sweetness 34 not playing a head coach. Well, a winning head coach. The one he had on his bench lost, so that wouldn't have done much. No Justin Fields for Sweetness 34. He's been rolling with Purdy for a few weeks now. Jordan Addison, though, 31-point breakout game with Justin Jefferson out. 7 catches, 103 yards, 2 touchdowns for Sweetness 34. Is that something or nothing?
I think that's something right there. Kirk Cousins throw the ball. Boy, he slings that ball.
Yeah.
You know, 2.2 seconds per 2.26 seconds. That's how quick he's getting it out. And against San Francisco, I think that tells you something right there. Absence of Justin Jefferson made a lot of room for Mr. Addison there.
And then Jonathan Taylor paid off finally for Buck. What you think? He got 26 points, a touchdown. He might be able to be his knight in shining armor. He had to, sit on him for basically until this week. All right, on to Punishers versus New Day Co-op. New Day Co-op, big win, 161-130. Punishers falls to 4-3. The Punishers have a great roster, and they are getting hammered in points against every week.
But they are putting
behind
all their eggs in like a couple baskets. And they're starting pretty much everybody in Jacksonville. Jacksonville head coach Brandon McManus, Jacksonville defense Evan Ingram, Christian Kirk, Travis Etienne, and then you got 2 Chargers. Chargers gonna be the Chargers, and you got Jacksonville on there. I mean, what does history tell you? Come on.
Yeah, Punishers are second in points against, so he could be better than his 4-3 record. To the Chargers, this is Herbert's lowest scoring game by far this season with only 15. Eckler held to 9. His last 2 weeks, he's had 33 touches, 108 yards, 0 touchdowns for a combined 22 points. Would you be nervous if you were an Eckler owner?
I would not. I think he's coming off an injury and a bye week. Give him time. Give him
I agree.
Time. But I'd handcuff the shit out of that guy right now if I was you.
He's got the Bears and Jets coming up, so that could be the remedy. And plus, like you said, he already had the bye week, so you don't got to worry about that. ATN might be the number 1 overall pick if we redrafted this week. 2 more touchdowns. Jacksonville got killed when they made this pick in real life.
Yeah, I know. I want to ask you a question. So when you're facing a team that's got a bunch of, let's say, Jaguars on it, but position players, and you're playing against that team, and you got their quarterback, would you play their quarterback? Because I put Trevor Lawrence right in that lineup, and I'd be snapping points away from them every time.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Plus Tua had the tough matchup on the road in Philly.
Mm-hmm. And I hate them them Monday games and waiting to see, am I gonna pull this one out or am I not? You can never rely on pulling it out. Never. Low probability of victory on that one, bud. Low probability.
And Jacoby Myers, another good game. It's so funny to me and everyone else that New England paid Juju Smith-Schuster the same money to replace Jacoby Myers, and Juju is nothing this year. I don't even think he's rostered in our league. No CeeDee Lamb for the Punishers this week. He's on a bye week. Full disclosure, I offered Jalen Waddle for CeeDee Lamb today. He hasn't got back to me. And then to New Day, Jamar Gibbs breakout game, 20 touches, 9 catches. They had to play from behind all game, so that was why they had to throw so much. 126 combined yards, 30 points. Craig Reynolds never stood a chance because the Ravens went up so big so early. Playing 2 running backs from the same backfield used to be unheard of, but now because of running back splits, like you actually find yourself having to do it more. Like 10 years ago, this would have been like, what is he doing? But now it's actually a sound strategy. As long as your team doesn't go down by 30 points in the first.
I think it's team dependent. I would not have done that as a risky play. Who's got on his bench though? I mean, Jaylen Warren would have put up 12 points. So that's another 10 for you. So I don't know. That's risky. I still think in this day and age that's risky.
He got 21 points in the flex spot from Tyler Algier, who benefited from the Bijan debacle.
Oh, and Mark Andrews had the game of the century this time. A National Tight Ends Day, no less. Celebrate.
Yeah, Pickens, 5 catches for 107 yards, 15 points against the Rams. That Pickett to Pickens connection is starting to heat up a little bit.
Yeah, I ain't buying that though for Brad. Not quite yet. And again, how you have the stones to start the New York Giants defense, I will never know. But good on you. You pulled 20 points out of them boys. That's about the only 20 points they're going to score all season.
He's got 3 defenses on his roster, 2 on his bench with bye weeks.
Don't make any kind of sense.
I mean, as someone who's struggling for defenses, I can't question anybody else's strategies.
I don't know. Defense is like, you're giving up 2 additional roster spots every week. Come on now.
So now we're on to your game. The Renegades Whose game? Oh, Bubby.
The game I gambled on? Yeah, that's right. That's my game.
I've heard you're a silent investor in this team, allegedly.
I mean, hey, you know what? The greatest instrument in New Orleans? Trombones.
Boy Scout trombones. They win. They're 3-3. Renegades of Funk. They started 5-0. They're now down to 5-2. Boy Scout trombones 130. Renegades 106. Hurts, 33 points, 3 total touchdowns for the Renegades. Kareem Hunt, hey, he's back. 19 points, 2 touchdowns. But here's where it gets dicey. Antonio Gibson got 4 touches for the Commanders. They are done with him. He is unrosterable.
I mean, in every league that I have had him, I have dropped him, and I dropped him in the second week. There's no way. What's that other boy that's running over there?
Brian Robinson's getting the main carries, but they also gave Chris Rodriguez 9 carries.
That's right. Chris Rodriguez, and he looked stellar.
He did look good.
In his 9 carries. Looked good. Yeah, Renegades, not too funky this week. I mean, you got 4 spots scored under 6 points, dropping a -10 on San Francisco head coach.
Yeah, Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis is back on the milk carton. 4 points the last 2 weeks. Only 27 yards combined after previously scoring a touchdown 4 weeks in a row.
I just got that. That's pretty funny. Back on the milk carton. That's good.
He's got Tyler Lockett disease where he'll be huge and then just totally disappear, and you never know when that's going to happen.
Are you concerned about San Francisco losing 2 games in a row? Because, Minnesota made them look like fools.
I'm concerned in that, has Brock Purdy been figured out now?
That's a good question. I don't know.
And their other quarterback.
He can scramble, though. He can scramble like eggs, baby. He can run. I didn't realize how quick he was.
Yeah, he's looked good the games I've watched him. The backup is Sam Darnold. I don't know why they just gave Trey Lance away for nothing.
Tell you why, because I think I have him in a dynasty league. He is never going to pay off. Never. What was the most disappointing in this, to me personally, was the shitty sheets that Sam Howell is dragging all over Washington right now. Boy, shit the fucking bed. I mean, bad. That's embarrassing.
So Burrow was on a bye, so the Trombones had to play Howell. Both times he's had to use Howell have been problematic. 12 points in this one, 2 in the last one when Burrow was a game-time decision.
Egregious. Every time. He's never getting a start again. He might be getting cut.
Tomorrow morning we'll find out on waivers.
Shoot.
He looks good, but the Commanders can't protect him. He was averaging just over 2 seconds in time to throw before the Giants were in his face last week. He's on pace for over 20 sacks over the David Carr's record.
Yeah. He's going to get David Carr is what he's going to get.
Jerome Ford had a nice game at 21, but he's already doubtful with a high ankle sprain. Like, that hurts.
Heartbreak. He's done. So welcome back, Kareem Hunt. Mostert. That was extremely disappointing performance from Mostert, but boosted yet again by Puka Nuka.
Yeah. Especially with Cup back. Like, now we know that Puka is sustainable even with Cup back.
I mean, Puka's just got a bigger cup, I guess. Travis Kelce, what can you say? The man does it every week. 35
points, 12 catches, 179 yards, a touchdown, and a kiss from Tay on the cheek.
Now, I can't. Now, listen, I saw her perform in a bar in Sterling, Virginia about 15 years ago. I got her CD,
God.
Threw that shit right in the trash. I'm kicking myself every day for that. But every time I look at her, I'm like, she's a child, and you're a grown-ass man with a mustache. You can't put your hands on her. She's a baby. I don't know, man. Something just don't feel right there.
How did you see her in a bar in Sterling, Virginia? Like, did you just happen to be in the bar that night? Did someone say, "Hey, there's this young musical act who I heard is pretty good playing tonight"?
Just happened to be live music. Hey, there's a country band coming through here. Y'all got to see this. I love my country western, and that was back when she was pretending to be a hick, and then all of a sudden she lost her southern accent. But yep, I threw that thing right in the garbage. I remember looking at it and being like, this little son of a bitch, she ain't gonna be nothing. Come on, you singing in a bar in Sterling, Virginia, at Jungle Joe's or whatever the hell it was called.
I'm more of an Olivia Rodrigo guy myself. She's got a really good album out now.
There's something about this that's so wrong. That you're a grown man in your 40s. You're listening to that little waif from California.
Back to the game. Jackson Smith and Jigba got the start for Renegades of Funk. He picked them up around 2 o'clock in the afternoon when DK Metcalf was ruled out. And Jigba, 16 points, 4 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
I mean, he's only going to perform when DK's not in the game and Tyler Lockett's awake. So that was a smart pickup. I thought he was going to leave the old DK in there. He's going to pull another zero.
Yeah, he's got injury issues. He had Dameon Pierce on a bye this week. David Montgomery is still out. He got 1 point on the bench from Julio Jones, who got a catch in 3 yards.
I didn't even know Julio Jones still playing football. Congratulations,
yeah, he came back.
Julio.
This was his first game back. So the injuries are piling up for Renegades. That explains this 2-game losing streak.
Yeah, the saddest thing for me was watching and I love Deontay Johnson. Don't get me wrong, I love my Steelers. But watching him come back and crack 12 points when Boy Scouts just sat Gus Edwards, they pulled him out at the last minute, pulled Gus Edwards out, put Deontay Johnson in. That was a 13-point swing. And I heard the owner of that team, he did the same thing in 3 other leagues, lost all 3 games.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So, you played this one. Trombones played this one without Adam Thielen. And what do you think about DeAndre Hopkins? Is he cooked?
I don't think so. I think it's just a situation. I think there's a fire sale going on down there in Tennessee. I mean, they just traded what's-his-face to their cornerback defensive guy.
To the Eagles.
Oh, my God. Yeah, Byard just traded him to the Eagles. So I think they're going to be selling off assets here. He's only got 1, maybe 2 years left on his contract. I think he's good to go still.
Yeah, they should just trade him at this point.
Yeah, trading the goddamn Steelers.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I tell you. Lord knows they got cap space. They ain't paying Kenny Pickett nothing.
You'd come out of retirement to throw to Hopkins, Johnson, and Pickens, right?
I tell you what. You get me hot.
A lot of that.
Oh, you get me hot.
This brings us to Dead Money versus Pit Sweat. Pit Sweat, 5-1. They've won 5 in a row. Dead Money is now 3-4. This was a a blowout, 196 to 114. Pit Sweat. He got 46 points from Patrick Mahomes, 424 yards, 4 touchdowns. I know he's a quarterback, but he should have been a first-round pick in fantasy leagues this year. I mean, he's that solid, that good, never plug and play.
And the rebirth of Alvin Kamara, he just came back alive finally.
12 catches for Kamara because Derek Carr can't throw anymore with his injury that he has this season.
Who dat? Who dat?
Are they who day or who dat?
Maybe they who dat. No, who day is Cincinnati.
Okay.
Who dat? I might have that backwards. I should know as a resident of the state of Louisiana. I should probably know this.
You're gonna get your Louisiana card revoked.
It's a who. There's a letter D and another vowel and another consonant. That's like 80. That's like an 80% hit right there. So I feel good about that.
A.J. Brown is a monster, and he might be the best receiver in the NFL. Way to go, Tennessee. You just gave away A.J. Brown.
I know. And son of a bitch, what happened? Devontae Smith has just disappeared in that offense.
A.J. Brown ate him.
Ate him for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He flossed his teeth with that boy. 8 points for Devontae Smith in that game. 4 for 49. That was probably his best game all year, too.
Devontae Smith. 4 of his last 5 weeks are single-digit points.
You got it. Let's see. Who was it? What else was surprising? Nothing.
Geno Smith has come back down to earth. He's still better than anybody ever thought he'd be, but he's not taking anybody by surprise anymore. He's got 3 games with 16 points or less in 6 games this season, 21 points.
But I would still start him over a number of other quarterbacks. Kenny Pickett come to mind. Brock Purdy come to mind. As far as starting quarterback, I mean he's moderately reliable, and I think he's got the weapons. Whereas some of those other guys, they just don't, or there's a lot of injuries affecting them. Chris Olave showing out again.
Did you see he's on TMZ today? He got pulled over. Back to Geno. Dead Money and Fresh Meat made a trade last week. I traded Deshaun Watson to Dead Money for Cam Akers. Cam Akers came alive last night. He actually got some carries for the Vikings. Good thing Dead Money didn't play Deshaun Watson here. He threw for 5 yards, a pick, at -2 points. He refused to go back in the game even though he cleared the concussion protocol. I would do the same thing if I was guaranteed $250 million. Like, I'm good.
So rumor on the street I hear, it's got something to do with muscle soreness. And all he really needs is a good massage, work that right out. Maybe a couple of them back to back. I think he'd be all right.
And then Amari Cooper finally disappears. He's on his 3rd quarterback this season. Yeah. I mean, Amari Cooper's probably doomed without a quarterback as long as P.J. Walker's still playing quarterback.
Nah, man, Cooper Trooper, he ain't gonna last. There's no way. I mean, P.J., you never know. You never know. I mean,
that defense is good enough.
Yes, hell yes. They put up a better performance than all the top defenses in the league this week. First quarter didn't look like that. I tell you what, you saw Myles Garrett jump over that line, block that field goal attempt. That's some shit right there.
Yeah, they scored a touchdown, an interception, 3 fumble recoveries. They gave up 38 points, but like you said, they had to block. They gave up 38 points and still scored 16 fantasy points for Dead Money. That's pretty good. And then Dead Money really took a heater on this one. Keontae Ingram, 0 yards, 0 points, no carries, no catches.
Now, I remember on this podcast last time I was on here, Mr. Nick just tearing James Conner right to the ground, just burning him to the ground. Oh, he's a zombie. He ain't going to last. Now, granted, he didn't last. Look at them other running backs are doing in that town. You know, they can't carry his job.
Yeah, they're all avoidable until Conner comes back, basically. You can't count on any Cardinals running backs. 19 points for Pacheco, despite being held to only 32 yards rushing for Pit Sweat. And he played the Kansas City head coach who won again. That's got to be a nice head coach to own. You just set it and forget it.
Most weeks, sure. Yeah, most weeks.
All right, so that's it.
That was an absolute beatdown.
Yeah, he won 40 high fives from the league budget. You see anybody on waivers worth throwing a claim on this week? I don't think is really anybody.
I mean,
Josh Kelly, if you own Eckler, maybe.
I mean, I would take a look. Honestly, I mean, I'd take a look at Robert Woods. If you have a gap this week, I think that might not be a bad gamble. Another one might be Juwan Jennings. I know he's on the roster on 1.7% of leagues in ESPN, but still.
Yeah, Debo's out, so
Debo's
he
out
might get
again.
some catches.
Now, I mean, he's thrown everybody named Ayuk, and that's about it. But there's a chance.
Rondale Moore could be interesting with Kyler Murray reportedly on his way back.
Is he coming back?
Yeah, he's been practicing or whatever. That 21-day window thing.
We will see.
Odell Beckham, he might be interesting with the Ravens' uptick in production. We'll see if that is.
And I would say, hey, as a quarterback flyer this week, I'd roll the dice on Bajan. I would. Tyson Bajan, just see what he's going to have to. He's going to be going against a weak-ass sieve of a defense in the LA Chargers.
Yeah, they're ranked 32nd against the pass.
So, yeah, not much left out there. You got a league this deep. There's not much. It's slim pickings out there.
Yeah, and that's it, really. There's one undefeated team left. I have a 4% chance at the playoffs, so even if I win 5 straight, I'll be 6-6.
But you're not last. Come on. Look on the bright side, baby.
That's true. Yeah, so that brings us to the Hall of Fame induction. You got anytime Bubby's on, Bubby gets to induct the Hall of Famer. So who do you got this week?
Now, I gave this a lot of thought, and I picked one of my absolute all-time favorite slingers. Man he could run like the wind. He probably still could. And boy, he could zip a ball on a line. I'm going Michael Vick. Michael Vick is my fantasy Hall of Famer this week.
Virginia Tech legend, along with Tyrod Taylor, who we talked about earlier.
Go Hokies.
I got a Michael Vick story. The Tides have a college promotion every year where a state college sends one of their notable alumni to do like a meet and greet and sign some autographs on the concourse. And I knew he was going to be there. We were getting ready to leave for the game, and I was like, what can I get Michael Vick to sign? And I gave up. I was like, I got nothing good. And I remembered he was on the cover of 2004 Madden. So I grabbed my PlayStation 2 2004 cover of Madden to get Michael Vick to sign it. And it was so hot on this day. It was like 100+ degrees in Norfolk. And one of Michael Vick's handlers brought him over a overflowing milkshake, like something you'd get from Starbucks with a big whipped cream on it. It was melting everywhere. And he was like, he had, his table set up with their stuff everywhere, and people are trying to talk to him and take pictures, and someone handed him this just disaster. It was so funny. He was wearing, just the most insane jeans I've ever seen. They must have been, $5,000.
Like stonewashed?
Maybe. I looked at them jeans, I was like, that jeans is more than what I've made in a year previously. At some jobs. And then in 2010, when Donovan McNabb was traded to Washington and the Eagles announced they were going to make Kevin Kolb their quarterback, and that lasted about a half before he was concussed, I threw a waiver claim on Michael Vick that week. I won the waiver claim, and I won my league.
Corn cob. Did you get the autograph?
I did. He signed my Madden cover.
Do you still have it?
Yep, still got it.
So you didn't throw that in the trash?
No, I'll keep that forever.
That was smart. The second question: what was the flavor? Was it like a frappuccino?
It was a chocolate something, if I remember correctly.
Chocolatino?
Yeah.
Chocolate frappuccino.
He threw out the first pitch. That was interesting, seeing the southpaw quarterback arm the first pitch.
How'd he look? Pretty good. He whip it in there.
Yeah, he looked better than his brother Marcus. I know that.
Oof. You know what? I shudder to think. You talk about living in your brother's shadow. My siblings, they probably struggle with some inferiority complex as well. I mean, how you gonna live up a 2-time Super Bowl champ? I mean, but all that's going on. What do you think the conversation's like between Michael and Marcus? Michael's like, yeah, I've been announcing for Fox for 10 years. I had all this great career shit, and Michael's like, yeah, or Michael's like, yeah, man.
Can I borrow some money?
A, can I borrow money? And B, you still can't own a fucking dog, and I can. All right, so bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay.
Did you see the Vick 2-part 30 for 30? It's so good.
No, I didn't, but I would like to.
He comes off as like very genuine and likable. What I took away from it was he kind of victimized himself by his unwillingness to like leave the clowns in his circus behind. He just never. He just learned he had to grow up through this awful circumstances that he put himself through.
Yeah, I mean, down around your parts, they call that he Iversoned himself.
Yep.
Yep.
I love watching that dude play. Here's the Vick's accolades real quick. NFL Comeback Player of the Year in 2010, 4-time Pro Bowler. He won the Burt Bell Award. I don't know what that is. Archie Griffin Award in 99 with Virginia Tech. Big East Offensive Player of the Year in 99. That 99 Virginia Tech season was – I hate college football. I even watched some Michael Vick that year at college. He was amazing. He spent a year with the Steelers. I was so excited when they signed him, but he was cooked by that point.
Oh boy, I know that was. But still, I'd rather see him out there than Pickett right now.
We talked about Brees earlier this episode. The Chargers had the right to draft Vick, and they traded it to Atlanta, and the Chargers ended up selecting Brees in like the top of the second round after that. So they're linked.
Huh? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought Drew Brees was way older than him.
Well, Vick might have left college, a year or two early. The Chargers drafted LaDainian Tomlinson with the 5th pick, who they got from Atlanta for Vick.
LT.
I always think of Lawrence Taylor whenever I hear LT. We gotta go. Bubby, thanks for joining us. We'll see you again soon, and good luck to everybody playing fantasy football next week.
Amen. Praise Jesus. Take your Pro Z.